All right, my loves, good morning. I just wanted to jump on, connect with all of you real quick, share some energy, and just let you know that our 7-day portal group is well underway and some amazing synchronicities, alignment, messages, activations coming through there. And so just knowing that if you want to join our next group, it's probably going to be in about 7 to 10 days. So just stay tuned on here. I'll post it. It's a nightly Zoom call for the 7 days and then a WhatsApp group that you're in for however long you want to be in. And so it's just momentum, and it's momentum together, and it's like infectious energy and magnetism and radiance and just all of that. And for sure it's like letting go, shedding the BS, like letting go of the heaviness, all of those things. And I was reminded this morning that sometimes it takes a little while to rev up our engines in the morning, right? Do any of you jump out of bed and you're like, I'm so lit up, I'm so ready to go? If so, I'm envious. I might have had a small window in my life where I had that. However, now it's like, not that I wake up tired, I just wake up and I want slow. I want to ease into the day. Okay. And so and that's a little bit different for me because I used to get up, I was like on a strict schedule, like 3:30, and then in my workout by 5:30. I mean, it was just that. And now I'm like, a little more ease feels really good. But, and all that being said, so it was raining in the desert this morning. Absolutely incredible. It's like cooled off, which was much needed. I'm sure the heat will be back this afternoon, but fell asleep with it raining. The rain, there was more rain this morning, sat outside and just watched it, listened to it, had my tea, had my coffee, like so amazing. And then once I started doing a workout and some band work and push-ups and light weights, all this energy came to me, right? And so it's like this knowing and remembering that like we cultivate that energy to move through us, okay? But it usually requires some movement. Of course, it's always good when that little bit of coffee kicks in, right? And it gets those feel-good hormones flowing through our bodies, right? And so anything that's like numbing that or taking away from that or blocking that, literally we want to let go of in our life. And I've done this work for a really long time, and I just personally experimented with foods and teas and infused waters and nutrition stuff and supplements and all of that. And it really just comes down to the basics for sure. Like our body knows what to do, and to keep it simple. You don't need to be flooding it with a bunch of stuff in order for it to work well. As a matter of fact, you probably need to take some things away that are interrupting the natural processes of your body. All that being said, of course, if you're low on something or supplementing with, magnesium, vitamin D, just the stuff that you actually need, like that is beneficial to your body. But so many times we're putting way too much in here, and it's so simple, my loves. And I think that's the same with like love and life and all of that. Like we overcomplicate it. And if any of you are overthinkers, oh my God, I have worked through so much of that to get back to my truth. But this last year was like a wild ride into functional freeze, overthinking, PTSD stuff, like, oh my God. And I tried to push through because that's what I do and just show up anyway. And at some point I had to surrender and do some things differently. But, and all that said, there's another thing that I need to create on this about the realization of people who have had traumatic experiences and how, with help or without help, there's something about this year process and what happens on the other side of that year. So that's like another video that I need to do from the knowledge that I have, that I've received from clients and other people I've talked to, and my own personal experience with that. Knowing that expert help and therapy and everything that can help move us through is really beneficial. But when we don't do that, there's also certain tools and techniques that help us move through anyway, right? And when you come out the other side of it, oh my God, it's like the doors are open again. The light is there again. Everything is like open and flowing, and this whole energy that comes back. And so just know, whether you're there or you're still in the process of whatever it might be, or feel like you've lost your energy or lost your spark, like, you are in the right place, because I have a lot to share with you around all of that. And energy is meant to be shared, my friends. So when someone else is sparked, like, that is not meant to be hidden away. That is meant to be out in the world, sharing that energy with others. Okay. And sharing that light and sharing that radiance and all of that. So all that being said, I am also working on the subscriptions here, and I'm super excited to navigate what the monthly subscriptions, paid subscriptions, look like here, to give you some more, I want to say, juicy content, some more value, some more humor, some more like stuff. And it's all regarding energy, basically. Of course, it's spirituality. Of course, it's health and wellness, love, relationships. And yes, I know a lot about all of that, even though I have also been single for a long time in my life. I see where a lot of those patterns are, and all of that. And so, and the whole thing on like love versus lust, I was writing about that this morning. So definitely going to get my take on that out to all of you. But so basically it's like, stay tuned. But if you're like, yep, I just need some of that amplified energy, like, DM me. I'll tell you how you can join us. Yeah. And basically, like, that's the thing, my friends, when you have this energy flowing through you, and I've said this time and time again, that's when everything is magnetized to you. And that's also when you have to be discerning, because what is truly for you? Okay. And what is real versus what is fake, right? Are what they telling you the opportunity is that actually what it is? Okay. Or is there some sort of mask or thing that you need to ask more questions to be able to gain the knowledge, to have the discernment, to make the decision if it's an aligned thing for you or not. Okay. And I know sometimes when we're hungry, we'll just take the next best thing that comes along, but let's not do that anymore. We're definitely over that. Okay. So that's all I have, my friends. I'm going to go get a real workout in, and a swim and a sauna, and come back and do some more work and all the things. So thank you so much for being here. As always, I'd love to hear from you. Questions, comments, insights below. If you're not yet subscribed, I would love to have you subscribed, and let me know what may be beneficial for you to know about, hear about, all the things. And thank you so much for being here on Substack. I'll see you soon.